Now, it is an honor to introduce Lake Gibson High School Salutatorian Nathan Gregory Calzat with a GPA of 4.747.
Thank you, Mr. Van. I would like to begin my address with a few words of thanks for all the people who have helped me throughout the last 4 years. First, I would like to thank all of the teachers at Lake Gibson. Teaching is one of the most necessary jobs in the world, and sadly, today, it is one of the most underappreciated. I specifically want to thank Mrs. Tedesco, Mrs. Rodino, and Mrs. Castrion, all three of which were not only teachers for some of my most difficult courses, but also guides and mentors through some of my most difficult obstacles throughout the last 4 years. I would like to thank my mother, my father, my grandmother, and the rest of my family for always encouraging me to do my best and challenge myself both in and out of school. Also, I would like to thank the wonderful administrative staff of Lake Gibson. I have not met a single counselor, assistant principal, dean, or secretary that was not ready and willing to help me with whatever I needed. And of course, I have to give thanks to the amazing school board members, especially Mrs. Lisa Miller, and the best principal in the world, Mr. Van. Over the last few months, I've spent a lot of time thinking about the contents of my address. Those of you who know me well know that I love being in the spotlight, but I don't like bragging on myself. A few days ago, during our graduation practice, something was said that made me realize what I wanted to take this time to share with you. Our class president, Michael Shaw, said that today is not about any individual story, but rather the greater Lake Gibson story. Lake Gibson is a special school filled with extraordinary students. Over the last 4 years, I have met students who had just immigrated to the United States. Students who are the sole providers for their families. And students whose only hot meal for the day came from the school cafeteria. As I built relationships with my classmates, I came to realize that every single one of us is facing obstacles that seem insurmountable. But it's not the obstacles that connect us. Rather, it's our strength and perseverance to overcome them that brings us together. Whether they're entering the workforce, joining the military, going to community college or a top 20 university, I have personally seen every student at Lake Gibson succeed. And I am more proud that I have the privilege of being a member of this class than I am of being at Salutatorian. As I reach the conclusion of my address, I want all of you to think back to your first day at Lake Gibson. Think about the aspirations you had then and how you have met or exceeded them, despite the challenges you have faced along the way. That tenacity is what makes us unique. That tenacity is what makes us braves. Thank you.